Hello guys, welcome back. In this video let's have a look on the basics of Photoshop. The very first thing I would like to talk about the Photoshop is taking a new document here. So as you know, in any application you have a menu bar on the top, okay, then you have the options bar, and then you got the toolbox. They are pretty simple. You can just go to the windows and then you have options. You can switch off the options there, and then we have tools which we can switch off that too. So we have the menu bar on the top. So getting into the menu bar here, we have the first thing is file, and in file we have new. So new is where you can start designing something as per your requirement. So when I'm saying new, it is like I'm taking a piece of paper and start drawing in it, or a canvas and I'm taking painting on that, or I got a wall, I just start painting on it. So I need something to paint or create. So I go to the new document here, where I could generally say where I want to paint or create the design on, and new document is the place to do that. And we have save and recent tabs here, which are basically like you have any design frequently getting used, you can create that preset and save it, and you can find it here. Recent is like anything you have used earlier, that will be backed up here, and then you could generally see all the document size which you have created. Keeping that aside, we have photo, which has all the industry standard photograph sizes, and you could see there is a landscape 2 into 3 inches, or vice versa 3 into 2 inches at the rate of 300 ppi, which means pixels per inch. If you see ppcm, it is pixels per centimeter. So you can select that, and you can swap that into landscape or to the portrait modes once you have selected that from here. Okay, so you got 2 into 3 inches, 4 into 6 inches, 5 into 7. So the first one will become the width, and the second one becomes the height. So later we have print, which brings up all that industry standard paper sizes like A2, A3, A4, legal, letter, tabloid. So you got all that sizes which you get in papers. Basically you go to a stationery and buy something, you get these sizes only. So you want to print a letterhead, you can just select the letter and then just create, and you got a document whose size would be as good as the letter which you generally print in offices. Then we have art and illustration. If you want to do a digital painting or a digital illustration, there are some sizes. Some are suitable for digital usage, like you want to share it in a mobile or send it to a mail. So you got 1000 pixels by 1000 pixels. There are some 2 sizes which are basically standard postcard and poster size, and then you got 2 which are basically full HD and HD sizes, and they are at a 300 ppi resolution. We have web, which is basically used for web interfaces. You want to create a website design here in Photoshop. So what all industry standard web sizes are there can be seen here. Basically website expands on a monitor screen, so all monitor resolution sizes can be seen, and they are at a rate of 72 resolution. Then we have mobile, which is suitable for mobile phones. Okay, you want to create something for a mobile, a greeting or Facebook ad or mobile application design. So whatever you want to create for mobile, you have all that industry standard mobile size presets here. You select that, and you got that width and height changed with the preset and all that things. You got film and video, which is basically for monitors, TVs and theater screens. So you got HD, full HD, and then you got your normal TV sizes which are at PAL, NTSC, and we have 2K, 4K, Cineon full, Cineon half, film 8K, all that stuff. So if you feel that nothing is there to my requirement, I'm going to create a unique size, then you need to enter the width and height. The one unit here is in pixels, so if I'm taking 1920, it generally takes up into pixels there, but if I generally change it to inches, then it is showing up 26.667. but again, you can always change to your requirements. So 20 inches by 40 inches is the width and height at a resolution of 72 pixels per 1 square inch. You can change it to PPCM also. And then we have the color mode, which is basically RGB color mode. You can change it to other color modes like grayscale, CMYK, lab colors, etc. And also you can change the bit depth of your document and what is the default background you want to take, white, black, or any custom color you want to take for your background as a starting of the document. So once you take that and you create, you get that document of that particular size. So Control N you can press and then create something there. So I'm going to choose 1920 by 1080 pixels at a 72 resolution, and this is the document what I've got here. This is the document. Now what you can generally do is you can bring something into it and then that becomes a design. So you might have various design elements which makes up a design. So I would like to keep it simple, and what I'm going to do is bring some images for you. Okay, so here I've got some images of the sky. I've downloaded these images from pexels.com. I'll share the link of that in the description. You can download them from there. So what if I want to use a photograph in my designs? So this this image can be used in our Photoshop. So if I drag it here, okay, I'm dragging in the canvas, then you get the image placed in the canvas in the middle. Now you got some transform controls also on top of it, and transform controls are basically used to transform it, like rotating the object, scaling the object, and moving the object. So you can do that way. So if I hit this button here which says cancel the transformation, or you have the right tick which confirms that transformation. So when I do that, the transformation is cancelled. So I'll bring it back again. This time I'll say this one, the right tick, and you get it confirmed there. So let's say if you don't have that transform controls visible to your object, then you can select that particular layer. You have layers here. In that you could see one is the background layer and another one is the image which I have downloaded now. So I need to click and select that. Okay, make sure that it is selected. Now once that is selected, here go to show transform controls, and you may not able to see if you're using a different tool. For example, if I am using a brush, then you may see different options in the options bar. So what is that you need to do is you need to make sure that selected that move tool. Okay, move tool keyboard shortcut is V. So select that and then just enable this show transform control, then move it, rotate it. Now if I just say cancel it, it will reset that. Earlier I was directly dropping, so it has completely removed that image from them. So if you don't want to use this way, then select that image and press Ctrl T, and then you can move it anywhere you wanted it to be. So I'm moving it to the extreme left corner there. Now let's see if I drop this image, instead of dropping in the canvas, I'm dropping here. Okay, so you should able to see it changes after when I'm dropping it out of the canvas there. So when I do that, okay, it brings as a new document. Okay, so this is our document, which was 1920 pixels by 1080. Now this is the document whose size is basically the size of what we have downloaded. So we have downloaded it at a 2820 pixels and 3525 pixels. So now when I drop this one, just select that background and drop it here. It's there. I'm closing this one, and you should able to see this image is way big than our document. So I'm zooming it out. Okay, you have this default lines here. You can go to view. Okay, then you have show options, and then we have guides. So you can switch it off, so that guides will be going off. So select this layer and press Ctrl T and then zoom out. So how do I zoom out? I need to press Ctrl minus or Ctrl plus. Ctrl minus zooms out, Ctrl plus zoom in. So do that and then hold shift and scale it. Like that. Then if I press Ctrl 1, the document will scale to its actual size. Ctrl 0 will fit that into the screen. So nicely place it like that. Okay, so we have the other image. Then we are going to bring it as a document. Now what I'm going to do is, when I'm dropping this, I'm holding shift and dropping it. Okay, when I hold shift and drag and drop, it will center place it. That's a difference between a normal drag and drop, and now you should able to see that's center placed in the canvas. So again I hold shift and scale it. So you should able to see these are layers stacked one upon the other. So this part of image you are not seeing because you are making or putting an opaque object which is hiding things which are behind it. Okay, so now I'm going to drop it. Okay, just in the canvas and then move it. Okay, in the canvas is actually making our job easier. Okay, if you hold shift and normally when you press left arrow or right arrow on the keyboard, the object goes left and right, but when you hold shift and press, it will move faster. Okay, so I've got a very nice interesting clouds background. Now what I'm going to do is take this text tool and then write something there. So I'm writing centaur. Okay, I will be taking a white color and then again I press Ctrl T and then that should be fine. I should able to see that text and the photographs make it a graphic design. In a design you can put different elements like images or photographs, text or typography, shapes, textures, patterns, colors, and you place them using certain principles, and they're called principles of design, where composition, colors, all that will come, color theory and all. So you can try this assignment, and you can kickstart your first Photoshop practice.